Hello, everyone. This is Jamal again, and I'm from the Spring 2023 Amlight team, and this is the Shortcomings slash Wishlist video. So, throughout this project, um, we experienced a lot. So, one of the biggest shortcomings that we had, or the hardship per se, was the whole setting up process for getting Kethos up and running. As stated in a previous videos, right now, in order to have Kethos pop up on a web interface and to be able to have access to the NApps available that's developed by the main Kethos team, you need to first have Linux up and running. So after having your Linux kernel, whichever one is of your choice, I decided and my team decided to we decided to have Ubuntu. There are many other Linux kernels that you could use, but the main team recommended Ubuntu, so my group decided to go with Ubuntu. So the setup process was the most time consuming one because everybody in my team, funnily enough, we all had a hardware limitation where Windows was preventing us from actually connecting with Mongo so that we could actually have access to the topology and have the apps running. So it took a while and a lot of debugging with a main team member, David Ramirez, where we were finally able to get full access to Kethos and actually start contributing. So we were stretched for time, and I could actually show like the code base that we were working on right here. Me specifically, I worked on the toolbar for Pathfinder. So we were stretched for time and kind of had to push out something so that we could actually meet the presentation date, and it was rough. But another shortcoming is because we didn't have that much time, we weren't able to fully complete every user story or goal that was given to us by the main team. Uh, we did complete a good portion or get started on a good portion of the UI elements that they wanted us to work on. What we didn't really get to complete were the test cases for SDN trace CP, uh, the end-to-end tests, and one more for Pathfinder, where it was the actual code where we had to make sure the cookies and metadata were being sent properly. So we weren't able to actually fully implement that and have that pushed to production. Um, Besides that and the UI elements, I guess another shortcoming was the was like as I had mentioned before, the whole setup process. So after we were able to actually get that up and running, um, David Ramirez, a member from the main Kethos team and a past FIU student, updated the documentation. So for any future FIU Capstone 2 teams that pick up the Amlight project, you should see updated documentation that should tackle the hardware limitation I was speaking about earlier, where when you're using Windows, it prevents Mongo and Mininet from actually connecting. So after getting that fixed, future teams should be able to resolve that issue with some updated documentation, and also the documentation for setting up virtual environments and downloading Kethos and NApps have also been updated. So the whole process for Kethos and connecting everything should be more streamlined now. So that's pretty much it for the shortcomings. It was not being able to complete every single goal, but we were able to push some of the goals and show code to the main team. So with all the struggles that we went through and having to debug and figure things out, figure everything out, the whole process for future teams that decide to pick up Amlight and work on Kethos should be a little bit easier. That's pretty much it for the shortcomings and wishlist video. Thank you for watching and have a good day.